basically as title says. I 25 male found out I have an illness that will kill me. It'll take over my body and there's no cure. All the doctors can really do is prescribe shit to make you comfortable. I've been with my girlfriend for 3 years now, and she's the absolute love of my life. Always loyal and there for me. I've been in and out of hospital many times over the course of our relationship. Mostly due to me racing dirt bikes, the most serious incident was a stab wound, and I remember how scared and screamy she got even though I just needed stitches and got to go home the next day. This is not something where I can just go home the next day. I'm breaking up with her because she deserves to be happy with someone healthy who can give her the life she wants and children. I'm scared she'll want to stay if I tell her what's going on. Part of me wants to lie and say I cheated, so she hates me and leaves. We have lots of mutual friends. She'll find out eventually it was a lie and connect the dots on why I did it, but thinking about her crying from that lie breaks my heart. I don't even know if this is the right sub to post it on. I just don't know what to do. Break up with her and tell her it's for her own good? Lie. Guess I also needed to vent because it just hit me this morning. I found out last week, but it just hit. I won't see 30. Edit. For people asking me what my diagnosis and prognosis is, it's pancreatic cancer. Something like 95% of people diagnosed with it die in about 3 years. I wasn't even paying attention for not putting that in the post at the beginning. That's my bad, but as you can tell, I'm a little overwhelmed these days. Reading this replies, there's no way I can reply to them all, so I will do my best to do it here. First off, thank you to those saying kind things. Second, I realize how dumb I was being for wanting to lie to her. I made reservations at her favorite restaurant, and I'll tell her afterwards. Part of me hopes she doesn't stay, but we'll see what she chooses. Relevant comments. I'm more scared of her staying rather than leaving. I stayed by my friend's side, even having to make the decision to unplug him. It's not a pretty sight watching someone you love deteriorate. I'd prefer her to leave, but we'll see what happens after dinner. Do you regret your decision to stay by his side? I don't regret it, but I'm not like her. She's similar to my friend's mom, cried every day and couldn't even visit him after the 3rd month. It sucks, but it's true. Some people can't handle hospitals, and there's nothing wrong with that. Do you have someone to make medical decisions for you? I have a healthcare directive in place already. I don't want anyone to be burdened with those decisions. I know how stressful it can be. Proposing. I've thought about marrying her ever since I saw her. It's cliché and cheesy, but I immediately fell in love with her eyes. However, after getting this diagnosis, I don't want to marry her. I can't let her be a widow this young. I'm already on the hunt for a ring, which she'll receive with a note and a gift from me after I'm done. I don't want to marry her anymore, but she'll know she's my one and only forever. Sorry for being cheesy or corny, but at this point, I don't care about any of that. I'm dying. Symptoms. For those of you who might want to get tested. Went to the doctors for a checkup because I was losing a weight despite my history of maintaining my weight. I work out 6 days a week, and while I'm no pro athlete, I'm by no means out of shape. Doctor blamed it on stress from work, which is true, my job is stressful, and said I can follow up with a specialist if I want medication for the stress. Went on with my life, best I could, but kept losing weight and everyone got worried. Went back to the doctors and they ordered blood work. Got the results, which obviously were not good, and got sent to a specialist. While everyone thought the stressful job was the true reason, I was getting tested and scanned at the hospital where they and I realized I have slight jaundice. They then asked what my crap was like and I thought, abat it, and told them. Apparently your poop tells you a lot more than just general health. Tests and scans showed I have a growth, blah blah blah. You're now caught up to where I was told I have cancer and now we're here. Update. I told my girlfriend I'm dying. Took her to dinner at our favorite date spot, had some amazing food and some drinks like always. The date continued like normal. We drove down to the beach and started walking till we got to our spot. She spoke first and said that she could tell there's something I want to say because I have that look on my face. She then made a joke about how it's too soon for us to get engaged, so if there's a ring in my pocket, it better say there. This made it so much harder she thought there was a ring in my pocket when I'm about to tell her there never will be. Absolutely broke my heart. I told her, she's right, there's something I want to say, and I told her everything. From how I found out to what the diagnosis means to the prognosis, I made sure to not sugarcoat it or leave anything out. She deserved to know everything. For the next hour, it was a mixture of asking me if I'm sure and how could this be possible, and crying. She immediately said she's going to stay by me and I don't need to worry about anything. I told her she needs to take a few days to think about it. I had already arranged for her best friend to be waiting in the other parking lot to take her to her house. I went home alone. Before anyone calls me names for not driving her home, I didn't want her to be alone after finding out, but I also didn't want her to see my cry. If she saw me tonight, she'd get more scared. It would hit her that I'm terrified, and she'd lose her shit. I got an update that she fell asleep because she cried so much. I sent an Uber Eats of her favorite dessert to her friend's house so it'll be there when she wakes up. As soon as I'm done typing this, I'm meeting up with my 3 closest friends to hang out. I've known 2 of them for 20 years and the other one for 18. We're very close and share too many TMI details. If anyone has suggestions on how to break the news of this to them, I'd greatly appreciate it. In the meantime, I'll be drinking for 2, me and this bastard Cancer. Edit. Same post, next day. Thank you for the kind words. Couple things to add. I'm in Canada, so I have free healthcare. I'm not worried about the cost of fighting this. I still haven't seen my girl as she's still at her friend's house. She'll text me to ask how I'm feeling and gets mad when I say I'm fine or make a joke. Telling others. Couple things you need to know about my friends. 2 of them are in medical school and the other in law school. They're still idiots, though. I started off by asking one of them to make a cancer joke, ending it quickly with, "Too soon, man, too soon," and that's how my best friends found out I have cancer. Medical school friends started telling me about new drugs and treatments, while my law school buddy demanded to see my medical directives form, and that's also how they found out I've been an organ donor for years. Parents still don't know. Sister. Can't even pretend to have a clue on how to tell her. I still see her as my baby sister, so it's tough, lol. Boss. Asked for a one-on-one this morning and told him my diagnosis. He said he'll help me abuse the company's benefits as much as I want. I told him, all I really want is to show up to work like nothing's wrong and no one find out until I pass out at work. He agreed. Update 2. She made her decision, but went back on it. My girlfriend made the decision to not stay. She said she doesn't think she can handle it and doesn't want me to have to take care of her when it should be the other way around. I said I understand and will always love her. Paraphrasing here, but that's the gist of it. Yesterday she called me and said she's thought about it and wants to stay. She brought up all the other crap we've gotten over and how we always end up stronger. She wants to talk about getting married and kids while I still can. When I asked what made her change her mind, she said she'll tell me after I answer. No matter what I answer. This made me uncomfortable because she changed her mind. I told her I need time to think, but once again I'm back to you lovely people to ask, what the heck do I do? Am I overthinking this? While I'm here, I'll tell y'all what happened with others. Family. Told them while I was at my parents' for dinner. I brought my scans and test results and just explained it using facts, not feelings. I did this because my parents both hold PhDs and are university professors. I thought they'd accept it easier with evidence rather than feelings. Seeing my sister cry shattered my heart into a million pieces. I just hugged her and said, it'll be okay because now she knows she'll get my car soon. She laughed a little, and for some messed up reason that made everything okay to me. Friends. The 3 dum-dums I call my best friends helped me tell some other close friends. They're being supportive and nice. I told them to cut it out and go back to roasting each other. They listened and we're good now. I've also told my work besties because they deserve to know. I sucked at answering everyone's comments and questions last time. I promise to try and do better here. As usual, I'm off to get drunk with Dum Dum. Cheers, bud. Hit subscribe, ring the bell, and if you enjoy, smash that like button.